Hey everyone, it's Nishan Sandhu. I wanted to speak with you a little bit today about how to make some interesting salads. I feel like everybody knows they should eat more salads or they feel this like salad guilt, but quite often they don't find them very appetizing. And so I wanted to offer a few tips on how to make salads more exciting. And one really great way to do that is to put fresh herbs in them. This is something that my aunt suggested to me growing up, but I really only just started listening to her in the past few years in terms of adding some interesting things. So this past week, a salad, or the past 2 weeks, a salad I've been really enjoying has been a mix of red lettuce, with dill and parsley. And I actually have been putting quite a bit of the dill and the parsley in there and just making a fresh mix. So you can even cut it up if you don't have a lot of time. You can cut it up ahead of time, put it in a bag, so you can just grab it and go. I've been adding fresh sliced strawberries to that, as well as some flowers from the backyard. So you want to do your homework, obviously, and check in on what's edible and what's not before you start just picking random things and eating them. But dandelion flowers are delicious. They're actually quite meaty, surprisingly. They have some sweetness, but they can also be a little bit bitter to some degree, but they're really good. So surprisingly, as I said, flowers have quite a bit of meat to them. You think of flowers and you think delicate and kind of wispy, which in some senses they are, but they can actually be quite delicious in salads. Another one I've been using is another flower I've been using are violet flowers, which are very beautiful. And these salads are gorgeous, seriously. I mean, you really can't make a more beautiful salad than throwing herbs and flowers on it. So you can also eat the leaf of the violet. And when I have been using the dandelions and the violets, I kind of use them more on top, partially to make it beautiful, because I love to look at beautiful things and I love to eat beautiful things, but also because they're so meaty, I guess I kind of would use it as you might put like carrots or something like that in a salad. But I'm not somebody who likes a ton of carrots or celery in my salad. I like my salads to be a little bit just softer in texture. So when you're making salads, a great idea is to add protein, which you see quite a bit in restaurants. And something I've been using a lot lately is herring. And I've actually been just doing a canned herring that I found that has spices in it. Obviously canned isn't always great for whatever, but it's been a really great way for me to get some nice protein in there. And I've actually also been adding some buckwheat to kind of get a little bit of fibrous grain in there. Quinoa is another one I would use, but there are all kinds of grains out there. So if you don't have any intolerances or anything and you have a huge selection of grains that you like to eat, anything like that, any kind of fresh whole grain could be a good option for you. So I wanted to share with you, because I got to go to the farmer's market today and get some herbs. And so one of the first ones I got is anise hyssop, and I was actually just reading that the flowers are edible on this as well, which I haven't tried them before, so I can't really suggest them on my word. But the flavor is a little bit of like a licoricey fennel, so it's a little bit of a sweet kind of aromatic type plant. I think this would be delicious with strawberries. So the other one that I got some rosemary, which is one of my absolute favorite plants ever. I just love the smell of it. It feels so comforting to me. Something about rosemary is just really beautiful. It's also warming. Now, rosemary and anise hyssop might actually be helpful for you if you're experiencing any kind of indigestion in terms of gassiness, but also you can use them for helping with respiratory, kind of opening things up in your respiratory. So you can actually make a tea out of the anise hyssop as well as rosemary. Now rosemary tends to be a little bitter and pretty strong and pungent, so you might want to like not add a ton of it. I got some peppermint, which this is a chocolate peppermint, which is delicious. And there's also, you know, pineapple and orange mints, or you can just get straight peppermint. I got some sage, which I don't think I've actually tried in salad before. I might try it. It's kind of leathery, so I really got it for flavoring foods more than anything. And lots of parsley, because I really love to use parsley basically like a lettuce. I actually used to hate parsley. Just in the past year, I started to love it. So if you are more of a cilantro person, do cilantro instead of parsley. I feel like there's cilantro people and parsley people in this world. But the other one I got, which I was very excited about, is an oregano. It's Za'atar oregano, which this species in particular, as far as I understand, growing up I used to eat this spice mixture called Za'atar, where it's crushed up oregano and some sesame seeds, and we would take like pita bread or something and feta cheese and put olive oil down and dip the bread in the olive oil and add the spices and put feta on it. We grew up with an Egyptian babysitter, and this is something she used to feed us a lot. I think either that or a woman from Greece taught my mom. I don't know. But It was kind of a staple. This oregano to me is very pungent and delicious. It's better to me than any other oreganos that I have found out there. So it's Zattar. There's apostrophe in there somewhere. If you look it up online, you can figure that out. And it's just really delicious. This could also be good in a salad, add in a tea. This would probably be really good with the anise hyssop. I feel like, by the way, the anise hyssop also has a little bit of a sweetness to it. So I may have already said that, but so if you're wanting to sweeten up an herbal tea, that could be a good option for you. So I think that's pretty much it, except for these beautiful daffodils that I found. I love these. The color is just this like amazing kind of peachy yellow. So I wanted to share my flowers with you today that I bought. But anyway, I hope you're having a really, really fabulous day, and hopefully this video is helpful for you to find some interesting ways to eat salad. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.